Alright, what you see here is a Emerson premium ceiling fan. Got this fan 3 years ago from Brandon Johnson. Yeah, I figured I might as well try to get it. It's actually my first Emerson fan I actually ever got too, so it's definitely been long due for a video. But this was back when I was floor testing, so never really did that. So, well, for testing that is. But yeah, it's definitely a very unique fan. I feel like I've seen these fans possibly as a kid, or I don't know. But the look of it looks very 2000s, so it's possible that I've seen it as a kid, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I got a restaurant or something. But I really do like the look of this fan. It's in the summer white finish with light oak high gloss blades. I think they're light oak, but I'm not too familiar with Emerson's finishes as well as some other companies. Yeah, the fan is probably from the early 2000s, probably from the year 2002. That's just what Brandon told me. But and for those who don't know what that second pull chain is for, that is because this fan has an uplight. I'm not sure if all Emerson premiums had an uplight, but they might have been. Again, I'm not too familiar with Emerson products. So, yeah, and there's the Emerson pull chain. Get that to focus. There we go. And the other one's just a bell looking one. But I really do love how this fan looks though. Off-white finish with light oak blades. It's a very nice combination. It's very 2000s looking, early 2000s. I'm gonna show off the light. Now, when Brandon originally tested it, he didn't have lights that would fit it. I'm just using the 3 light bulbs that I used on the Passport 2 when I had in the kitchen with the beveled glass light. Not sure why the camera's looking funny when I show it, but yeah. This is those clear LEDs. It's definitely something I can see like at a jewelry store back in the early 2000s and such. Just the look of it, especially the uplight. Something I can see there. And of course, it does not light up that well, as to be expected. But it's still cool regardless. I feel like it's just more for like a room that you don't need, that you already have enough lighting around it. It's just like an added decoration. That's just how I see it. But yeah, not really useful for lighting up a room completely, but still cool nonetheless. Alright, let's go ahead and start off on low. This fan does have a bit of a torque to it when I start it. This does have a K55 motor inside it. Now this is a fan I've been meaning to test for a while, but I don't remember what happened to the mounting bracket for it. And then when I got some north winds, I realized, ooh, those north wind brackets would work on this. But I just figured I'd wait a little bit until it's a little bit warmer out to test this and such. But now that I'm moving out of the basement soon, I want to test this thing right away before I move out of it, and then start testing stuff at Nathan's. Also, I just figured the finish of this would really present itself more in a dark background compared to a one that has more of a lighter background, because his ceiling in his test area is more like a off-white finish as well. So I feel like this fan wouldn't really stand out as much. Plus, I feel like the lighting will be better to test in a darker space like this too. But definitely has a very slow, low speed to it. It's more of an aesthetic low, if anything. It's not really when it moves a lot of air on low, or any air. I'm feeling something, but not much. But then again, this fan is new in the box. When I got it from Brandon, he only unboxed it just for testing, and that's it. So it's very lucky that the bearings aren't even broken in on this fan, because the fan doesn't even go that fast on the high speed either. For a K55 fan, that is, it goes more like a high speed of a regular spinner motor fan. But I am thinking that it is due to the fact that the bearings haven't broken in on it. But yeah, just seeing it like this on a low speed and stuff, I can definitely see it at a jewelry store, like at a mall or something. Especially with the light on like this. With like tiled ceilings or something. Now the blade arms are very similar to the, well, where they mount to the motor, they're very similar to the ones on the Emerson Designer. Now I know this is like the later version, or probably the last version of the Emerson Premium. I know there was another version before it that looked more like the Designer and such. But yeah, there's a lot of places I could see this installed at as a kid. Like childhood places I've been to, like higher class places. Or even like entryways of like buildings or something. Now this fan I had wanted to actually install in my dining room in this apartment. I thought that would have looked really nice here. It's just to ruin the medallion to put this fan up, especially in a place that I'm not going to live in for a while, for more than 10 years. I figured it's not worth it. Especially since I'm planning to move out of here in about 2 years, so it's not worth it. Even though this fan would look amazing in that space, it just wasn't worth it. Plus, I'm not really there often. Usually, I'm just at the computer desk, and that's it, doing homework. And I use the 100 Century table fan. Yeah. Let me go ahead and move it up to medium. Goes a bit faster on medium. I really do feel like the performance on it's mostly because this fan bearings have not broken in. But it does still move good air regardless. But it does have also quite a bit of a pitch to it, I'm not 100% sure. But it's definitely a nice fan to look at operating and such. And this does have a 4 or 5 blade flywheel. However, due to the way the blade arms are, I'm not going to be showing up the 5 blade configuration, not the 5 blade, the 4 blade configuration, because it will look very odd due to the fact that it's more of the blade arms kind of join together to look like a complete piece and such. Kind of like with the Stealth, for example, if you were to put that with 4 blades, it just looks like there's a lot of gaps in it, and that is definitely what this fan would look like. So I'm not showing it with the 4 blade configuration. For it's like normal blade arms where they didn't, like, kind of look like they are joined together and as such to form a unique design, then I would do it. But not with this one. Alright, I'm going to show up the light. It's funny because the medium on this is actually kind of similar to the low speed on some other fans I've tested. But I really just feel like the bearings need to break in on this fan. Unless these aren't the most fast fans, I'm guessing, for Emerson. I'm not sure. But I definitely do feel like it just needs the bearings just need to break in all honesty. Alright. Now to move it up to the high speed. Now the box that this fan came in, it's still in good shape, except there's a few corners that are like falling apart. However, once I'm done with the video of this fan, it's going right back in its box. And this is one of the fans that is not going into the storage unit. It's actually staying right here. in the apartment. I mean, it does go pretty fast on the high speed, but I definitely do feel like it would probably go a bit faster if the bearings are broken. But it's definitely moving a lot of air without a question. I wouldn't say it's exactly Casablanca K55, but I can't say it's not because the fan's literally never really been used, so it's not really a fair comparison that it's not as powerful. But I mean, they do use the same motors, K55 motors, and considering this fan's from Emerson, there's no question about it. It's using an Emerson K55 motor, which is what a lot of the older Casablancas would use back in the 80s and 90s until they switched over to XLP. But yeah, no, this would definitely cool down a large room without any problem. And I do love how it's very simple looking, but it's also very elegant looking at the same time, which is something you see a lot in the 2000s, or the early 2000s, of like with simple looking fans. Oh yeah, it's definitely moving Casablanca K55. It's just not going that fast. But I definitely do feel it's just more so that the blade arms, or the blades have a certain pitch. Yeah, it's definitely a fan I'm glad to have in the collection, especially seeing it assembled and uplight in person finally after all these past few years. It's definitely a fan I'm glad I bought. Let me just try to wrap it up because I still have a few other fans I need to test before I'm out of this basement. So yeah, you might notice some of the videos are somewhat, not rushed, but the commentary I'm trying to keep to the minimum as much as possible. For that exact reason. Sometimes I notice the flywheel will hit against the motor housing. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I'll have to spin down. Then maybe put it on reverse. Now, from what I know, the premium series has been discontinued. That's just to my knowledge. So correct me if I'm wrong, but definitely, I mean, they kind of do look more of a 2000s style fan compared to like what they sell nowadays. But I do notice like these blade arms designs, I've seen them on like a lot of the other fans, like the Pro Series and such. So the design that this fan has been borrowed onto other Emerson fans, I've noticed as well. But yeah, I'm not sure if they still make any fans with K55 motors. They're probably going all DC motor now and such. So that's like the newer thing that companies have been doing. And as you can see, the spin down is really not that long on this fan, but since it's basically a brand new out of the box, it does not surprise me. One thing I don't like is how much this fan torques when it turns on. It's not the biggest deal, but I mean, I don't know. I just know for some people it makes them afraid they could fall when it does that. I know it won't, but I know some people don't like that. Alright. I'm gonna be sad not being able to test down here no more, but at least one thing I know my mom will be happy about is I won't be kicking her out of her room just so I can film down here like I normally do. Usually I'll just have her stay in the living room while I film here. But I also won't be happy because this basement is really hot, so I've been leaving the basement door open since I've been moving the stuff out of here and such. I mean, the front entrance shelf is already gone. The corner shelf is. The blades are gone. So by the time you're seeing this, everything will already be out of the basement into either a storage unit, and some of it will be staying here. Most of the newer box stuff is what's staying here. All right. I know these can have like a bottom light to it as well, which I'd love to do at some point with this, but not now, obviously. Especially because I don't have a light for it. Interestingly enough, it actually has a bit of a wobble to it on reverse, as it didn't wobble at all on downdraft. Alright. Alright, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.